Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Shobo. Today is Monday, August 26th, 2019. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/otakushobo to leave a follow and turn on notifications to be reminded when I go live, which is going to change soon. This week, this actual week, it will be Sunday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. as normal. However, that will be changing next week. You can also follow me on Twitter at OtakuShowboat and visit my website at otakushowboat.com. Today I am starting off I have like the background behind me now on this screen, so it's no longer a just regular old black screen behind me anymore. But yeah, so I have decided to essentially follow some advice and reduce the amount that I'm streaming by a considerable amount, actually, down to 3 days per week from 6, so halving it. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to eventually stream more at some point. I just, at the moment, have to do other things with the time that I have available to help myself grow. It's not just about Twitch, right? If you think that this is just about streaming on Twitch by itself, no, it's not. What I have as Otaku Showboat is a brand, and this brand, this persona, extends far beyond just what I'm doing here with Twitch and with the VODs on YouTube. So you have to think this is YouTube, this is Twitch, I have Twitter, I have my website. Those are the quote big four that I have right now. Plus there's my presence at the moment with Factorio in the Factorio forums, specifically with regards to the Pionodons mods and development side of things. So I have all of that, and across the board, since I've started streaming, I have seen non-zero amounts of growth. Just straight out right off the bat, it's been non-zero. I have been growing. The growth has been really slow, however. And from my research, from watching videos, specifically looking how to grow, part of it is that I have been streaming too much and haven't been putting as much focus on specific content for the other places that I exist. So right now, Twitch, the YouTube page, my YouTube channel is only getting Twitch VODs, and that needs to change. That needs to change, and the only way that that is going to change is if I don't stream daily, pretty much. Saturdays has always been my day off, so when deciding, well, what days am I going to use to make content for YouTube, it shouldn't be Saturdays. So I have decided that I am changing my stream schedule to Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays. Not Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, particularly because I want that weekend date, and I wanted the stream to be about every other day. And I can't stream on Saturdays. So if I was going to do like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday type thing, it would have been like Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I guess is what it would have been if I wanted Saturday. But no, it's going to be Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Tuesdays and Thursdays have generally been okay on average viewership. Not the highest peaks on those days. They've had some peaks on average viewership on Thursdays in particular. Mondays and Fridays are very variable. They've had much higher peaks, but also much lower troughs in the average viewership on those days. So, anyway, that's what I've decided. This will begin next week with September 1st being the first day of this. So that will be the first stream. That is a Sunday, September 1st, 2019. That will be the first stream of the week. I will then stream Tuesday, September 3rd. Oddly enough, this gives me Labor Day not streaming. And then Thursday, September 5th. I will note that with this current stream schedule, by streaming on Thursdays, there is going to be a problem come Thanksgiving because I will not stream on Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving is always on a Thursday. US Thanksgiving Thursdays in November. Looks like it's the 21st? Maybe? I don't know. It's either the 21st or 28th, I forget, of November. So just know I won't stream that day. I might stream the day before, the Wednesday before, to make up for that. But just know that that's coming. And then if I look at December, I'll be streaming on my birthday, it looks like, actually, because it looks like my birthday's on a Sunday. Sunday, December 22nd, 2019. So it looks like I will stream on my birthday. I don't care about streaming on my birthday. I was caring about the day of Christmas and New Year's. That would be Wednesdays this year for those. So streaming will be on the Thursday and the Tuesday and the Sunday, so that won't affect anything. It's just Thanksgiving that will be slightly problematic. Oh, it looks like Halloween this year is on a Thursday, so you'll actually also be able to see me in my Red Panda Kigurumi costume. That will be fun on that day. I just hope it's not swelteringly hot in this room on that day, because that would be bad. So what am I going to do on the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Saturday, for that matter? What will I be doing on those days? Well, I mentioned that I wanted to make YouTube-specific content, among many other things. What sort of YouTube-specific content? Well, I've been mentioning for a while now that I've wanted to go back and redo a number of my older Let's Plays that are not up to current quality standards. So that's one thing. That's one thing on my mind. I will, however, need to say the chances of YouTube-specific curated content being daily is essentially nil. It is basically not, it's just not going to happen, because the content I would make would be approximately half an hour in Let's Play format per video, and that would be 3.5 hours of video to do 7 days worth of content a week, which, in order to actually record that amount, that's about a 4.5 to 5 hour time commitment to record it, plus there's editing and rendering. So I would lose basically 2 of the 3 days just to do that alone, leaving me with just 1 day to do everything else that I need to do outside of just the YouTube-specific content. So, at the moment, unless things change and I can start to devote my afternoons to this, because remember, at this point in time, my afternoons on Monday through Friday, not necessarily Sundays, I can say that I can do this type of work also on Sunday afternoons, but I cannot record on Sunday afternoons, or I don't wish to do recording in the afternoons, because in the afternoons, that's when my energy level is at a trough, as my coffee wears away. But Monday through Friday, I do transcription work for Rev. That is my primary source of income currently. It is not that great of a source of income, but it is enough to live and survive currently. So I'm limited already to approximately 20 hours per week to devote to this work, and then it's 20 hours per week devoted to my transcription work. Oddly enough, I cannot do the transcription work that well in the morning times because that's the slowest work period for the transcription work. I can't make as much as I make in the afternoons in the mornings if I make anything at all in the mornings. So that is another reason why I do all this stuff in the morning times. So YouTube specific content creation, Let's Play redos, Factorio tutorials. That is the other thing that I want to start doing. Factorio tutorials. Specifically, Factorio Pyanodons tutorials, I think, will be quite popular, maybe? Especially doing the resource processing chains, tutorials for each resource processing chain, broken down by tech level. I think that would be an interesting concept to do in the form of video tutorials. And I don't think at the moment there's anything that is specifically like up to date to the current Pi suite on that front. And I'm assuming that the Pi Alien Life won't really be touching the ore processing chains particularly much. It seems focused more on chemical stuff and alternative ways of getting various types of chemicals and biotic materials, bio-based materials, and not so much like iron, copper, lead, tin, titanium, chromium, aluminium, nickel, molybdenum, niobium, nextlet, rare earth, oxides, kimberlite, all that sort of stuff, coal, raw coal, oil, shale oil, all that stuff that exists, I can do these tutorials on. So between that and the Let's Play redos, also new Let's Plays, that's one area. The other area is more talking head type stuff in the form of vlogs. And then there is the idea of doing that is related to the other things as well. In fact, maybe I should also just bundle this next bit all together. So I have decided that I want to write an ebook about the baseline standards for content creation as a business. So by that I mean, what do you need to do to start while trying to make it into a business? So not hobbyist type level, but transitioning into business type level of content creation, as related to like gaming type content like Twitch and YouTube type stuff, not other more unique type of content. I'm specifically referring to if you want to get into streaming on Twitch, if you want to get into making videos on YouTube, pretty much mostly regardless of content, but the focus is video games because that's my background. What are the things that you need to do and the mindset you need to have going into it and the expectations you should have going into it as a baseline level that will get your foot in the door, so to speak, and then you and your personality will multiply that baseline to whatever heights you want to go to later on. This isn't so much like a how to grow so much as what are the minimum standards you need to meet in order to take it seriously, and truly like start your business for Twitch and YouTube and such. And I know right now I don't have that big of a viewership. Like that's the uh number one thing, is I don't really have that authority for how to grow. But what I do have is 8 years 8 years of experience making video content. 8 years of experience making video content. So that is what the baseline is going to really be about, is how to make video content as a business. The business of making video content. So my plan with this is that as I write it, I will be able to do things like make YouTube videos about content creation, about this baseline level for content creation. And I can also do blog posts on the website that are basically parts of chapters of this ebook that will eventually be released. And when they're released on my website, there'll be comments enabled. You can make your comments about these parts of the chapters, and I can go in and I can address them as I continue editing and writing the ebook to help improve that. And I can bring in thoughts from other people who have more viewership. And ideally, over time, as I'm writing this, that ebook process, writing process, in and of itself, will help me grow. So it's sort of like a catch-22 here. It's like, well, you haven't really grown your authority to the point where this type of book would make too much sense from a growth standpoint, like having the authority to be able to actually sell this book and have it taken in seriously. But the act of doing it will attract people who are interested in this topic or series of topics, and that alone will help grow and improve the authority of the book. So yeah, it's cyclical, and that is a strategy that I am probably gonna just go for and do. Now, this is gonna take a long time, but I need the time in order to actually get things done properly. And then, of course, on these Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, because I won't be streaming for this 3-hour block in the mornings, I will have time to do other things like social networking and improving my social media presence and stuff, all that stuff. But I mean, I've never put too much of a focus on social media, but being more active in communities is something that has definitely been on the agenda, and I'm finding that I need time. Transcription takes half of my day, pretty much, and then once I'm done with the transcription work, I'm basically dead to the world. I eat my dinner and I'm just dead at that point. For the remainder of the day, I need to decompress at that point. So and doing social media networking type stuff, that's not decompression for me. I am an introvert. Being social uses energy. I don't gain energy by being social, I lose it. So when it comes to like after dinner and I'm tired and I just want to relax, being social is anywhere near the top of my priority list at that point in time. So I need to have like dedicated periods of time in which I can do all of this without being distracted, without it taking up my transcription time either, because I do need to earn a minimum level of income in order to survive. And right now, transcription is doing that for me. But in order to actually make this half of my life, this other half of my life of streaming and all of that, help to alleviate some of that freelance transcription work, help me be able to eventually reduce that to grow this, I need more time to do these other outside things that will indirectly help the stream grow as well. Because if I can keep the YouTube channel growing, it does have nearly 600 subscribers right now. If I can keep that growing, if I can get that boosted more and I can bring more people over to Twitch, that it just cycles on itself and it helps everything grow. And if I can get up to that 1,000 subscriber mark on YouTube, well, that's monetization at that point. I can start to monetize the videos at that point and start earning at least a non-zero amount of money. I doubt so. Even if I hit the minimum requirement to be able to monetize the videos on YouTube, because there are minimum payout thresholds on revenue on it is through Google AdSense, I will likely not ever see a paycheck for many, many months, like half a year or more. Like, don't think that I will be immediately getting paid or seeing any of that money once the YouTube videos start getting monetized. I have not seen that much money ever from the YouTube side of things. But ideally, this will grow and that will improve, then that rate of payment will improve over time, and eventually I will start getting monthly payments and yada yada yada. It'll grow. It will grow and be a thing, and we'll be happy. I can devote even more time to doing this and streaming and content creation, and eventually I will be able to devote the full time to it. I just am at the moment only able to devote half time to it, so this is the decision that I have made on how to use my half time in the best way that I know how to help my whole brand grow. So today's question of the day is, what do you think of these changes? Let me know on the stream if you show up to the stream, and let me know in the comments below this video, what are your thoughts on these stream changes? What do you think I should be doing differently? If you think I should be doing something differently with regards to my plans for the days off, or just any sort of ideas in general. Like, what would you like to see? That is another thing. I want to know what you would like to see. Do you want to see some Python's tutorial videos? Do you want to see a remake of an existing Let's Play in better current quality level of standards? Let me know in the comments. I really would like to know your thoughts. Let's actually get into playing Factorio now that it's been 26 minutes.